Headlines. Bad road condition of Khachaophung in Ukhrul district forces border villagers to carry sick person for 10 kilometers on makeshift stretcher. And irate local dug up parts of road and protesting authorities' negligence on pathetic condition of Thawbal Tangjeng Road. Hello, good evening everyone and welcome to Pm-Istv English News. You're with me, Ching Shubham Kantukap's channel. Now let's see the news in details. Due to the pathetic conditions of the road, a sick person from Khachaophung village was transported 10 kilometers on a makeshift stretcher by the villagers and picked up by a truck. Khachaophung village is located about 103 kilometers away from Ukhrul headquarters. It shares international border pillar number 121 and 122 with Myanmar. DS Jimmick of the Khachaophung informed that the Pm-Istv road is in poor condition. The bridge over the Chayako River is yet to be constructed and people from the area can only have limited access to essential services with great difficulties, he said. Today, Laisingam Saija, son of David Saija of Khachaophung village, was carried on a makeshift stretcher by the villagers for 10 kilometers and was picked up by the truck after crossing the Chayako River. He has been admitted at Laisefung Christian Hospital, Ukhrul. The Pm-Istv road from Siri to Khachaophung, which is about 103 kilometers. It is worth mentioning that Alfred Kangnam Arthur, the then MLA of Ukhrul, has raised the issue of faulty alignment of the road in the cabinet meeting held at Ukhrul headquarters on June 4, 2019 and in the assembly. During the cabinet meeting held at Ukhrul headquarters, the then Chief Minister and Biren had assured for necessary rectification and had also directed the concerned authority to correct the alignment. However, even after such instruction, no rectification has been taken up and the people still continue to suffer till that, lamented the villagers. Meanwhile, the National Highway 37 Imphal-Jiribam Road, the one of the lifeline of the state, is reported to be in a deplorable state, causing immense hardship for commuters. The road stretch between Barak Bridge and Nungba, Rengpang to Irang, Irang Bridge to Luangchum Part 2, Luangchum Part 1 to Rangkul Part 1, None DC's office cat to Tupul, and K Sinam to New Kaithelmanbi is particularly in bad shape. Despite ongoing double land construction work, these sections remain incomplete, leading to knee-deep potholes in poor road fields that becomes waterlogged during the rains, turning the highway into a muddy, slushy mess. This has made driving stretches, especially for heavy truck that pass through the area daily. Local residents and commuters have expressed growing concerns over the worsening road condition, with many drivers reluctant to take the risks of navigating the route. The situation is further exacerbated by the lack of sufficient maintenance and machinery deployment by the road construction companies working under the National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation NHIDCL. In light of this, residents have appealed to the concerned authorities to take urgent action, address the grievances and accelerate the road work to ensure safer travel for all. After getting frustrated over the dilapidated condition of Thawbal Tangjeng Road along the National Highway 102, irate locals launched protests by digging up parts of the road today. Two locals named Yumnam Dhanapati and L. Okendro told me the person that the Tangjeng Road is an important one connecting many regions, namely Kiam Haibong Leda, Kiam Leitan Pog, Saban Tongba and Moijing Kekman Leisang Them. The road also connects to a health center and 3 schools, they said. On the other hand, pointing out that with FCI Godown Thawbal located on the road, they said the frequently plying of heavy vehicles carrying rice for 12 constituencies for 4 districts, namely Thawbal, Kakching, Chandel and Technopol district, has deteriorated the condition of the road stretch. Another concern highlighted was the area's growing vulnerability to road accidents due to the dilapidated road. They maintained that after their repeated appeals to repair the road were sidelined for a long period, the locals were compelled to launch the agitation seeking immediate intervention of the government.
अखोई थाबदी चेचिंगे अयामना अखोई PWD अदुगा थौबाल डिस्ट्रिक्ट की अखोई DC अदुगा लोइना FCR मैनेजर दा दुम इंफॉर्मेशन दे दुम पिजबनी अदुबु लंबी सिना फतब मरम ओरकांदा एक्सीडेंट भाव थोकपो यावरेबा अदुबु ngasi वक्तदि असि नाबुदि यावद्रि अदुबु सुगुंबा खुदोंथिबसे मतुंगदा हाइदि थोलागदा नतगा एक्सीडेंट थोकांदा मी सोकपा पनबा नतगा लैतब यावरगदि मसिगि रिस्क कनाना पुबिदोनो हाइबगी वहांग अमला ए अदुन मरम ओरकांदा अखोई ngasiगी लंबी थिंजनबै खोंगनसे अखोई चंगजनजमनी.
A student who was present at the spot too lamented the bad condition of the road and urged the authority concerned to repair the road as early as possible.
Government authority
AICC member and Bhupender Maitei has called on the governor and the State Election Commission to restore democracy in Manipur and issue fresh notification to conduct election for Panchayat Jilla Parishad Municipality and Autonomous District Council within the following few days. Speaking to media at Congress Bhavan, Bhupender said the Congress party welcomes the directive the High Court of Manipur on conducting the local body election and reminded that the MPCC president has raised a star question calling to conduct urban local body election and that the cabinet had decided to hold the IMC and urban local body election before November of 2022. He questioned why the State Election Commission unable to conduct the election for over 3 years and said the incompetence had caused major funding loss for the state. The situation has caused major hardship to state, he said, and demanded for fresh notice at the earliest to conduct the election.
Chief Election Commissioner Chief Election Commissioner of India Election Commissioner Chief Election Commissioner of the Government of India to both President rule gilenga under the Governor, Prime Minister and Union Home Minister, Amasung State Election Commission da. Number 1, rural area ki Panchayat Amasung Jilla Parishad ki election ngasi mak natraga hayag mak hudak ta fresh notification thokpi ba election ki namak tam lo sangram ni na. Ani subada urban bodies ki Imphal Municipal Corporation municipalities mayam ama lairiba district valley ki district mayam amada masi ki election tawnu damta fresh notification ngasi natraga hayeng State Election Commission na thokpi ba. Ahum subada district council sing the lairiba sing sahi manga sujalaka dor election tawduna laiba se masi chu singi mi singi damak makoi ki right to democracy, right to vote, self governance ki masi ki constitutional right, fundamental right se masi samvidhan kanam damta masi pina damakta Manipur ki lairiba governor amasung State Election Commission na masida ngasi mak natraga hayeng mak athubada fresh election tawna ba notification thokpi ba.
Kokumi organized a public review meeting today at Hotel Imphal to review the controversial Independent People's Tribunal report conducted by PUCL Delhi. The session was presided over by convener of Kokumi Kuraijam Athoba with renowned economist retired Professor C.H. Priyo Ranjan serving as the moderator. The event features several key speakers including Dr. Homen Thangjam, Dr. Malem Ningthoja, Dr. Noni Arambam Yumnam Rupachandra and Sadokpam Dhiren Ambroise. The discussion focused on the chapter-by-chapter review of the tribunal's finding, revealing significant distortions and biases. Key concerns highlighted during the meeting included vilifications of the Meitei community. Speaker at the meeting emphasized that such claims were not only factually incorrect but also deeply offensive to an indigenous community with a long history of contributing to the India's progress. Misinterpretations of judicial decision, one-sided portrayal of violence, separation of critical facts and biased narrative, which participants argued were politically engineered to destabilize Manipur and maligned the Meitei community. Further, the sessions recommended on formation of a working group, a committee under COCOMI to prepare a fact-based review report that counters the PUCL narrative, accountability and justice, calling for legal action against individuals and organizations that labeled the Meitei as anti-India and manipulated facts for political purposes, lodging FIR against the PUCL members for inflammatory and one-sided reporting under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. The public review emphasized the need for a responsible and balanced approach to documenting facts in order to protect the dignity and harmony of the people of Manipur. An emergency meeting was convened at the residence of MLA of Kurai Assembly constituency L. Susindro Meitei to address the false and misleading allegation made by PUCL, People's Union for Civil Liberties, in the connection with Manipur's ethnic violence. The meeting was attended by representatives of clubs and Maira Paibis under Kurai Assembly constituency, where detailed discussion were held and collective resolutions adopted. Speaking at the gathering, MLA L. Susindro Meitei stated, PUCL biased report on the violence in Manipur threatened the hard-earned peace in the state and endangers the truth. It is an agenda-driven document targeting Meiteis and the BJP government and risks a deepening division in the state, he said. The MLA further pointed out that the report sidestepped the established records and fact of the organized attack on Meitei homes in Torbung, Bangla, and deliberate arson of forest offices in multiple Kuki-dominated districts. It wrongly claims that the Meiteis chose to abandon the hills. The fact remains that on May 3, 2023, Meiteis were violently driven out from Kuki strongholds like Churuchandpur, More and Kangpokpi, with Kukis fleeing in the ensuing turmoil, he said. He called upon the relevant authorities and the people to remain vigilant against these anti-national elements while calling for an urgent scrutiny of the authors of the report. He said the citizens of the Kurai Assembly constituency have resolved to lodge an FIR against the PUCL. The participants reaffirmed their commitment to defend the truth and safeguard the dignity of the people of Manipur. The Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee DMCC raised objection to the recent report published by the People's Union for Civil Liberties, claiming that it presented a one-sided account of the Manipur conflict while overlooking the experiences of the Meitei community. Speaking at a press briefing held at New Delhi, DMCC convener Seram Rogers told reporters that the committee submitted several documents and testimonies highlighting incidents faced by Meitei, but none of them were included in the book. They alleged that violence began in Torbung and Kangbai, where armed Kuki groups attacked Meitei homes, and not in the Imphal Valley, as the report suggested.
In this report, it says that the Meitei police. So they said that the state government and the police were helping the Meitei. Look at how the police was helpless when the last number of people came and they attacked. Police was not doing. That is how the problem of the violence was started. There is a chapter called the how the violence was started. Of course, they have documented about the 8 testimonies from the Meitei community, and all of them have clearly said that at around 2:50. They were informed that after the rally from Sosambu side, large number of people are coming and they are coming, they are going to attack you. They were surprised, they did not know what to do. And then it is not very far from Sochampur town to this Torbung area, maybe around 10 minutes. So large number of people came and they suddenly started attacking to them. They did not know why they were attacked.
Women's rights activist Elizabeth, who also spoke at the event, said instances of sexual violence faced by women were briefly mentioned just in 2 lines in the book, despite detailed testimonies being shared by the survivors. Such incidents deserve more attention, and such sensitive issue should be highlighted as people nationally and globally are reading this book, she said.
The victims are hurt again, which we were not expecting. This is something that we have to figure it out as a women's rights activist. I'm not saying activism either. My plan is, or my thought is that I'm just a contributor to the cause only. But when we thought a fair deal, at least what had not been captured will be captured from the perspective of a human perspective. But vilifying is what that we found, because when I say when the imbalance is there, that you know that the system, something is not right.
National People Youth Front NPYF Moirang blog has filed an FIR against Facebook page Thongnawjam Brinda Fan Club for uploading defamatory post of Moirang AC MLA Thongam Santi. In a press meet held at its office at Moirang Philem Lekai, President of the blog Robin Chabungbam said the post uploaded by the Facebook page with a photo of MLA claims that relief camps in Moirang AC have spent 25 crore rupees in its expenditure. While the post did not mention any particular individuals, uploading it with a photo of the MLA has directly or indirectly implied that spending was carried out by the MLA. He said a FIR has been launched against Thongnawjam Brinda Fan Club for spreading misinformation and defamations, urging for appropriate legal action. Robin further clarified that the post and the RTI is not related to the local MLA on any grounds and called on to approach the district administration if anyone is interested on the expenditures of the relief camps.
Haukiba tang manga 2025 ta Government of Manipur Office of the Deputy Commissioner Bisnupurna Thokiba RTI amagi pakum ni mak response ni under section 6 clause 1 ni matungina piriba maki pakum singa sigi chap report ai khoide leijai DC asina paliba form si kem nodal officer amadi kem level committee hairiba mioi singa asina tokiba expenditure singa du miam so tawni haiba pirakliba response singa sigi wangbada Thongnawjam Brinda Fan Club Kauba group asina maram isa sadana Marang Assembly constituency gi MLA oina leiba Honorable Sri Thongam Santi Singha gi mahagi photo hapchinduna Facebook ta amadi mari leinaba atopa page sing da hapasi am laibak thibani haina NPYF Marang Assembly constituency gi maiki degi thamjari loinana Thongnawjam Brinda Fan Club ki post amadi RTI yofamda Moirang Kendra gi MLA mingona panjarabada Honorable MLA Sri Thongam Santi ga karigam hiram amatada mari leinade asum sumda khangbini mapunu mangna district Administration Bisnupurda Satuna Hangbiwaina Haijari.
Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla has reviewed the current stock situation of petroleum fuels and LPG in the state following severe disruption caused by frequent landslide along National Highway 2 and National Highway 37, which are key lifelines for Manipur. The stock levels have been rapidly depleting, and a review meeting was held with all relevant stockholders on August 29. To ensure uninterrupted fuel supply for both domestic and commercial need, it has been decided that the state CAF and PD department in coordination with the Manipur Police and Indian Oil Corporation Limited will arrange a special convoy for the transport of petroleum fuels and LPG. The convoy, which left Jiribam for Imphal early this morning, includes 158 tankers truck carrying petrol and diesel, 5 tankers of aviation turbine fuels ATF and 29 tankers of LPG. Authorities confirmed that the convoy is expected to reach Imphal in the next 2 to 3 days. The state government has assured the public that all necessary measures are being taken to maintain adequate fuel supplies and meet the demands of the people. Special Secretary Health and Family Welfare Salam Somorjit has said the nursing profession is emerging as one of the most important professions and maintained that nurses from Manipur are largely contributing to various hospitals across the country while also helping on their family earning. He was speaking at the launching program of Raj Medicity Nursing Institute at North AOC today. The ceremony was attended by Director Health Services Dr. Chambo Gonmai, Chairman and Managing Director Raj Medicity Haubijam Rajan, Registrar Manipur Nursing Council Dr. Aribam Jamuna and Additional Director Health Services Dr. Ann Bino as its main guest. In his address, Special Secretary Salam Somorjit also expressed optimism that the institution will produce quality nurses and help reduce cost of education of nursing aspirants of the state.
Unemployed tabak pangde na ngausen na leidong suru mapan da chalaga tabak pangaga khara do oirsu masagi income pangjawa ngami do aduga moina phangpa income dagi part ama sida lehoba magi dependent singda mama papa singda macha singda macha manau singda tharakpa ngami je akoi economy da moina senthang khara contribute to ngami je yamna chawba keno amaneba contribution amnenga.
Chairman and Managing Director Haubijam Rajan credited the intellectual staff and well-wisher of the hospital for the successful launch of the institute and said the objective of the institute is to provide affordable quality education. He further shared that they plan to inaugurate the Raj Multi-Speciality Hospital currently under construction at Porompat by December, after which the institute will add A&M course in its facilities. One-day seminar on importance of mechanical, electrical, plumbing and fire protection in construction industry organized by Institute of Engineers, India Manipur State Centre and the Indian Society of Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning Engineers Guwahati chapter was held at the seminar hall of IEI Manipur State Centre located at the campus of Government Polytechnic Dakyal. Chief Town Planner, Planning Department, Banju Nongthongbam, Executive Engineer, Planning and Development Authority PTA Ngangom Dilip Maitei, President of the MIE Isurai Guwahati Chapter Nyanmani Sharma, former Controller of the Technical Education RK Nandu, Secretary of the IEI Manipur State Centre Dr. T.S. Subhash Chandra and convener of the seminar Thingom Subho Kumar graced the occasion as the main guest. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Town Planning Development Department Banju Nongthongbam highlighted the important role of consulting mechanical, electrical, plumbing and fire protection apart from engineer and architecture when it comes to construction of houses. All such factors should be considered during construction of G+12 as per the fresh building by law, he added. As part of the PM Shri School, the Backless Day, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, JNV Bishnupur, organized a one-day lecture cum demonstration on Khongjom Parva to promote the rich cultural heritage of Manipur. The event aimed to conserve and preserve the historic art form by incorporating it into the academic environment, instilling a sense of history, patriotism and cultural values in young minds. Librarian of the Vidyalaya, Dr. A. Birajit, delivered a lecture on the thematic elements of Khongjom Parva, emphasizing its significant contribution of Manipuri society. His talk highlighted the art form's relevance in the context of historical events and its role in shaping the region's cultural identity. In the second half of the program, All India Radio AIR approved artist Tokchom Budhas captivated the audience with a live demonstration. He presented a poignant episode from Khongjom Parva, focusing on the tale of Khongjom Lal and Thoibi Loi Kumba, bringing the epic to life through his artistic performance. Ningthogjam Samananda, a retired Indian Navy ex-serviceman from More Ward number 7, is overseeing the relief committee of the Akampat relief camp set up at Ideal Girls College in Akampat in Thongju Assembly constituency. As a token of help, a Gorkha ex-serviceman brother of Manipur retired Lieutenant Colonel L. Mangnongba handed over an information board to the relief camp committee. The information board mentioned that the relief camp currently houses a total of 380 IDPs, which included men and women, children of 114 families who got displaced from More and Churachandpur towns when the conflict broke out. There are a total of 134 students in various classes from Anganwadi, Pre-Nursery and Nursery 21, Class 1 to 545, Class 6 to 10th 33, Class 11th and 12th 13th, graduate classes 22. In 2023, this was the largest relief camp with about 900 IDPs in the valley. It was stated that the board, despite being small, is very useful for sharing all kinds of day-to-day happenings, relief camp data, lost and found items and suggestions for improvement and requests for help amongst the 380 residents. While praying together with the IDPs for early return to their homes, retired Lieutenant Colonel L. Mongnamba has requested them to make gainful use of the information board and smoothen out their stay as far as possible. 158 Battalion CRPF celebrated National Sports Day in memory of hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand by organizing various sports activities in all companies' location. It was stated that the sports event would show enthusiastic community participation, fostering fitness, sportsmanship and stronger bonds with local youth. In an effort to improve healthcare access for remote communities, MLA of Chungai Assembly constituency Kasim Vashum sponsored a medical health camp at Tainim Village, Ukhrul district, in collaboration with the Directorate of Ayush Manipur. The event was organized by the NGO Weakers Community Action for Development (WCAD). Speaking about the event, the chairman of the Tainim Village, Ningtam Ramror, expressed gratitude to MLA Kasim Vashum for his initiative. He said they are hopeful that many villagers will benefit from the healthcare services provided. Medical Superintendent of Ayush Dr. Pamla Ikai highlighted the importance of the camp. The MS said although they couldn't bring the full medical team due to prevailing situation in Manipur, the team is committed to providing the best possible service to the villagers. President of the WCAD, Ngamreyung Horam, mentioned that the NGO works primarily for the upliftment of the weaker section of society and added that the initiative is aimed at providing health care to those who cannot afford to travel to hospitals in Imphal or Ukhrul. The organization is also focused on working with the authorities to address drug-related issues in the region, he stated. And members of the WCAD, Sovung Voleng, shared that approximately 500 villagers attended the health camp and over 200 PMJAY health cards were updated. Well, before we close the headlines once again. Bad road condition of Kachongphung in Ukhrul district forces border villagers to carry sick person for 10 kilometers on makeshift stretcher. And irate local dug up parts of road and protesting authority negligence on pathetic condition of Thoubal Tangjeng Road. Well, that was all for today's English News Bulletins. Thank you for joining with us. Have a good night.